Hello everyone, my name is Eric Montiel and I'm from the Cisco Tech VPN team. Welcome back to the part number 2 of how to implement Remote Access VPN hardening measures in your secure firewall. On this one, we're gonna focus on how to mitigate the vulnerability and the spread attacks in your firewall. Let's start with how to configure threat detection for Remote Access VPN services. Threat detection features for Remote Access VPN services help prevent DOS attacks by automatically blocking any IPv4 address that exceeds set thresholds until manually unblocked. These services address different attack types: repeated failed authentication attempts, such as brute force attacks, client initiation attacks, where connection attempts are started but not completed, and attempts to connect to unauthorized VPN services targeting internal use tunnel groups. These threat detection features are currently supported in the Cisco Secure Firewall versions listed here on screen for ASA software and for FTD software. We need to keep in mind that these new features are allowed on these versions, but also these versions are mitigating the host scan vulnerability on your device. That's why it's the recommended action plan to do. Let's continue with apply hardening measures for Remote Access VPN. These measures reduce risk, but are not final solution against DOS attacks on remote access VPN services. They don't mitigate the vulnerability, they only lessen the impact of spray attacks. If your secure firewall version doesn't support threat detection features and an upgrade isn't possible soon, consider implementing hardening measures to lower their attack risk. Disable AAA authentication in the default web VPN group and configure certificate authentication. This avoids a possible brute force against the local database or AAA server. We're going to start with the default web VPN group measure. For this, let's go to your FNC and navigate to Devices and Remote Access. Edit the existing Remote Access VPN policy. Edit the connection profile named Default Web VPN Group. And then navigate to the AAA tab and select the Authentication Method drop-down. Select Client Certificate Only. Then select Save. Remove group aliases and use only group URLs in the connection profile configuration to create a specific FQDN that's harder for attackers to discover. This ensures that only clients with the correct FQDN can initiate connections. Before we begin, let's start with terminology. Group aliases, alternate names for a connection profile, appearing in a drop-down menu in the Secure Client UI for users to select. Removing group aliases eliminates this drop-down functionality. Group URLs. URLs linked to a connection profile, allowing direct mapping of incoming connections to the desired profile. Users enter full URL in the Secure Client UI, or it can be integrated with a display name in the XML profile to conceal it from users. Let's go to configure this measure in your FMC. Inside your Remote Access VPN policy, select the connection profile that is receiving the unsuccessful connection attempts. Navigate to that connection profile and select the Aliases tab. Delete or disable the group alias, and click the plus icon to add a URL alias. Configure an object name for the URL alias and fill out the FQDN and/or IP address of the firewall for the URL. In this example, we choose AAA local. You can choose any name or word you want. Then just save. If desired, you can push URL aliases in your connection profiles XML using the VPN profile editor. Navigate to the Server List tab and ensure the user group field matches the connection profile's URL alias for SSL. After that, upload the file to your FTD via FMC and assign it to your group policy for the desired connection profile. To use this tool, download the software from software.cisco.com. In a real scenario after deployment, using your current FQDN IP for connection will not show the drop-down menu. However, connecting with the assigned group URL or the display name from the VPN profile editor allows the VPN access. We recommend this approach along with disabling the AAA default web VPN group connection profile to ensure only users with the correct group URL can connect to your VPN. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the third part, we will see the rest of the mitigation actions. Thank you for watching.